Hi everyone, I'm Mohanji Acharya from Malaysia. Today I'm reading the Sai Satcharitra chapter 45, which is Kaka Sahib's doubt and Anand Rao's vision. And the wooden planks is Baba's bed and not Bhagat's. Preliminary. In the last three chapters, we describe Baba's passing away. His physical or finite form has undoubtedly disappeared from our view, but the infinite or spiritual form always lives. We have largely spoken about the leelas which occurs during his lifetime. However, even after he passed away, fresh leela have taken place and are even now happening. This clearly shows that Baba is always alive and continues to help his devotees. Those who met Baba when he was alive were indeed very fortunate, but if any of them did not develop a dispassion for the material objects and enjoyments of this world and did not have their minds turned to the Lord, it was truly unfortunate. What was expected then and now is wholehearted devotion to Baba. All our senses, organs, and mind should cooperate in worshipping and serving Baba. It is of no use if one engages some organs in worship and deflects of the others. If worship or meditation is to be done, it ought to be done with all our mind and soul. The love that chaste woman bears for her husband is sometimes compared to that which a guru has towards his disciples. Yet the former falls far short of the latter, which is incomparable. No one comes to our aid to attaining the goal of life, which is self realization. We have to chalk out and traverse the path of self realization ourselves. We have to discriminate between the unreal and the real, renounce the material enjoyments of this world and the next, control our senses and mind, and aspire for liberation. Instead of this depending upon others, we should have full faith in ourselves. When we begin to practice discrimination, we come to know that the world is transcends and unreal, and thus our passion for worldly things decreases. Ultimately, we attain complete dispassions on non attachment for worldly objects. Then we realize that the Brahma, which is our Guru, is the sole reality, and as all transcends and besets the universe, we begin to worship it in all creatures. When we thus worship the Brahma or Guru wholeheartedly, we become one with him and attain self-realization. In short, always chanting the name of the Guru and meditating on him enable us to see him in all beings and confers eternal bliss on us. The following story will illustrate this. Gaga Sahib's doubt and Anurag's vision. Sai Baba had instructed Gaga Sahib Disit to read from two works of Sri Ekanath and Bhagavat and the Bhagavata Ramanaya and Bhavada Ramayana every day. Gaga Sahib read this daily while Baba was alive and followed the practice even after Baba's passing away. Once in Gaga Mahajani's house in Bombay, Gaga Sahib was reading the Ekanati Bhagavat in the morning. Madhavarao Deshpande, Alice Sama, and Gaga Mahajani were also there and listened attentively to the portion being read. In this portion, the nine nadas or sitas of the Rishabha family, Kavi, Hari, Andariksha, Praputa, Pipalayan, Avihuda, Drumel, Chamas and Karabajan expounded the principles of Bhagavad Dhamma to King Janak. The letter asked all the nine natas very important questions, and each of them answered these questions very well. The first, Kavi, explained what Bhagavad Dhamma is. Hari, the characteristic of a devotee. Parabrahma is. Avihuta, what karma is. Tromel, the incarnation of God and his deeds. Chamas, how a non-devotee fares after death. Karabajan, the different modes of worship of God in different ages. The substance of all the expositions was that in this Kali age, the only means of liberation was remembering the Lord. All the Guru's feet. After the reading was over, Kaka Sahib said in a despondent tone to Sharma and the others, "How wonderful is this course about devotion by the nine others, but at the same time it is so difficult to put it into practice. The nadas were perfect, but is it possible for fools like us to attain the devotion as described by them? We will not get it, even after several births. How are we to attain salvation? It seems that there is no hope for us." Sharma did not like Gaga Sahib's pessimistic attitude. He said, "It is a pity that one who, by his good luck, got such a guru as Baba, should cry out so disparagingly. If one has unwavering faith in Baba, why should one feel restless? The devotion of the Natas may be strong and wonderful, but is not ours, loving and affection. And has not Baba told us unalteratively that remembering and chanting the Lord's and the Guru's name confers salvation? Then what cause is there for fear and anxiety?" Ganga Sahib was not satisfied with Mother Rao's explanation. He continued to be anxious and restless the whole day, thinking and brooding about how to get the powerful devotion of the Nadas. The next morning, the following miracles took place. A gentleman named Anand Rao Bagadet came there in search of Sharma. Kaka Sahib was reading the Bhagavad. Mr. Bagadet sat near Sharma and was whispering something to him. He was describing his dream to Sharma as this whispering interrupted the reading. Kaka Sahib stopped reading and asked Sharma what the matter was. The latter said, "Yesterday you expressed your doubt, and now here is the explanation for it. Here, Mr. Bhagat's vision, which Baba blessed him with. Baba explained the characteristic of saving devotion and showed that devotion in the form of bowing to or worship of the Guru's feet is sufficient." Everyone was anxious to hear the vision, especially Kaka Sahib. At their suggestions, Mr. Bhagat began to relate the visions as follows. "I was standing in the deep sea in wasted water. There, I saw Sai Baba all of a sudden. He was sitting on a beautiful throne stuck with diamonds, with his feet in the water. I was very pleased and satisfied upon seeing Baba. The vision was realistic that I never thought that it was a dream. Curiously enough, Shama was also standing there. He said to me with great emotion, 'Anand Rao, fall at Baba's feet.' I replied, 'I wish to do so, but his feet are underwater. How can I place my head on them? I'm helpless.' Hearing this, he said to Baba, 'Oh Deva, please take your feet out from under the water.' Then Baba immediately took his feet out, held them without delay, and bowed to them. On seeing this, Baba blessed me, saying, 'Go now. You will attain your welfare.' there is no cause for fear and anxiety. He also added, "Give a silk bordered tuta to my Shama. You will profit thereby." In compliance with Baba's order, Mr. Bhagate brought the tuta and requested Gaga Sahib to hand it over to Shama, but the latter refused to accept it and said that unless Baba gave a hint or suggestion for acceptance, he would not accept it. Then, after some discussion, Gaga Sahib decided to cast lots. It was Gaga Sahib's invariable practice to cut lots in all dubious matters and to abide by the decisions as shown by the piece of paper picked up. In this particular case, two pieces of paper, no one of which was written to accept and on another to reject, were placed at the feet of Baba's pictures, and an infant was asked to pick one of them. The accept piece was picked up, and the Tuda was handed over to and accepted by Madhav Rao. In this way, both Anand Rao and Madhav Rao were satisfied, and Gaga Sahib's difficulty was solved. This story exhorts us to respect the words of other saints, but at the same time asks us to have full faith in our mother, the Guru, and abide by his instruction. For Turi knows our welfare better than any other person. Carve into your heart Baba's words. There are innumerable saints in this world, but our Father, Guru, is the Father, real Guru. Others might say many good things, but we should never forget our Guru's words. In short, love your Guru wholeheartedly, surrender to him completely, and prostrate yourself before him reverentially, and then you will see that there is no sea of mundane existence before you to cross, just as there is no darkness before the sun. The wooden plank is Baba's bait and not Bhagat's. When Baba was younger, he slept on a wooden plank, 4 arms in length and only a span in breadth, with small earthen lamps burning at the 4 corners. Later on, he broke the plank into pieces and drew it away, as mentioned in chapter 10. Once, Baba was describing the greatness or importance of this plank to Gaga Sahib. Hearing this, the latter said to Baba, "If you still love the wooden plank, I will hang another one up in the masjid for you to sleep on." Baba replied, "I wouldn't want to sleep up there, leaving Maula Satpati down on the ground." Then Gaga Sahib said, "I can get a plank from Mausabati too, Baba." "How can he sleep on the plank? It is not easy to slip up on the plank. Only he who has many good qualities in him can do so. Only he who can sleep with his eyes wide open can do that. When I go to sleep, I often ask Maula Sapati to sit by my side, place his hand on my heart, and hear the chanting of the Lord's name there. I also ask him to wake me up if he finds me falling asleep. He can't even do this. He himself gets drowsy and begins to nod his head. When I feel his hand as heavy as a stone and cried out, 'Oh Bhagat,' he moves and opens his eyes. How can he who can't sit and sleep well on the ground, and whose posture is not steady, and who is a slave to sleep high up on the plank?" On many other occasions, Baba said, out of love for his devotees, whatever, whether good or bad, is ours, is with us, and what is someone else is with him. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. This is come to the end of chapter 45.